Niwat Roykaew grew up along the richly biodiverse Mekong River, which courses through 3,000 miles of Asian countryside. For centuries, the river has provided a lifeline for 65 million people, most of them fishermen and farmers.
ทุกๆวันเราจะเจอกับแม่น้ำโขง
I'm a son of the Mekong. The Mekong itself is a source of food, a source of income. This is a place where we take baths, where we get water for home use. The river is also a playground and a learning space. It is a big part of my life.
เรื่องราวต่างๆมากมาย
Niwat is known as Kru Thi, or teacher. He's been a lifelong educator in the schools of Chiang Kong. Some years ago, the nature of his work took a different course when he learned of an imminent threat to his community.
คือแม่น้ำโขงเนี่ย
We heard about dams being built upstream, and we began to see changes. Before, there was no poverty along the Mekong River. We could fish to support ourselves. We planted many different crops in the rich soil. In the past, lots of fish, not just giant catfish, would swim up here to lay their eggs and spawn. The main cause for the loss of the fish catch has been the dams upriver.
Kru Thi began to talk with his pupils' parents, who were struggling with their diminishing catch and crops. The discussion turned to protests against the dams, but a much larger issue was emerging. A massive river navigation and widening project between the Thai and Chinese governments that would destroy a 250-mile stretch of the Mekong. It would involve dredging and blasting with explosives to construct a deep navigation channel for 500-ton Chinese cargo ships, which would devastate the Mekong's fisheries, ecosystems, and livelihoods.
ซึ่งมันเป็นเรื่องที่อยู่ใกล้บ้านเรา
The real campaign was when we began work on the Mekong River Rapids blasting campaign, because it was happening right here in front of our homes. We fought and we organized our local communities. We spread information, we raised awareness in schools and Buddhist temples where our monks emphasized our spiritual connection to nature. We built a new movement, a new alliance. We spread the word to new groups, to a new generation.
As Kru Thi raised awareness about the dangerous project, word came back to him that 120 miles of the river had already been blasted.
ในรอบศตวรรษที่ผ่านมา
Kru Thi doubled down on his efforts, and in response, the Thai government announced that it would cancel the project in February 2020.
ผมคิดถึงความเป็นมนุษย์นะ
Even though we were very small and we seemed powerless, we believed in the right of local communities to protect our own resources. That gave us the strength and energy to do whatever we could to stop this destructive project. And people everywhere agreed because this is not just for the Mekong. This is for the world as a whole.
นี่มันยังประโยชน์ที่เราทำ
For outstanding environmental achievement for Asia, the 2022 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Niwat Roykaew, Chiang Kong, Thailand.